a boss. And so then they transferred one of like the supervisors already over us, and it should have been a red flag. It was, to me, pretty immediately. She kind of like had a meeting with us and just said, I'm not a micromanager, okay? I'm a team player. And then I was like, if you weren't a micromanager, you wouldn't have to say that you're not a micromanager. And then she said, I'm not going to change anything. And then the next week, like, she asked us what our schedules were. And I said, like, 8:30, I take a 30-minute lunch, and then I leave at 5. And then, and she's like, well, now she's making everybody come in at 8 o'clock, take an hour lunch, and then everyone has to leave at 5. And I used to leave at 4:30, which was a big difference, traffic-wise. It's a huge difference. And I live north, and now she's just, anyway, sorry guys, she's a fucking asshole, and I hate her.
That's right, this will come out well after you've moved away, so it'll be fine.
No, it's just boring, and I'm sorry. It's just, I hate it there now. And it's like, great, the last month that I have to work here, just having a fucking asshole piece of shit person. She basically wants me to train 5 people before I leave, and I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Do you already have a job lined up?
No.
I was going to say, because if you did, you could just fucking fuck this off.
No, I mean, I'm not going to...
Train them wrong.
I'm not going to use her as a reference anyway.
Well, fuck it then.
Yeah, I mean...
See how far you can push it.
Yeah, use all of us as references. You don't need anything.
You know, I thought about doing that just because it's like, yeah.
It's a job.
I think that it does count as a job. It does.
I've been people's references for people at the theater constantly.
Hell yeah.
I'm a lot of people's references. I've gotten people lots of good jobs.
Oh, I was thinking I could be like a fake business owner.
Oh, fraud.
Wendell just wants to lie.
Yeah, I
I will say
lie.
you worked with me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I forgot how my blind rage towards my new boss started, and I'm sorry that I made you all listen to that ramblings.
No, I get it.
What was the question?
Well, I think it was just, what have you been up to?
Yeah. What new project?
So if blind rage is what you've been up to, then that seems fine.
Yeah.
She's been getting those liberal shots to give her that aggression.
Yeah, that's what we need. More anger.
Oh, jeez. I think I've been so angry lately that I am just, like, I'm tired. Like, I just had this conversation with myself this morning. Like, I'm tired of being angry. Let's try something else. And it's not working. Guys, it's not working.
Had big plans this morning.
Do you want to install all the social media yet or anything? Or
What?
have you uninstalled all your social media yet to try to get some of the anger from seeping into your life? I've got friends who do that. I did that on Facebook. There's just so much negativity coming off of, like, society's posts now that it's much easier to live in a little protective bubble in my house.
I'm just going to block everyone from my Facebook page except for, like, puppy pictures and, like, recipes, and that's it.
See, I don't know. When I'm angry, seeing that other people are angrier or more unhappy than I am makes me less angry.
Misery loves anger.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or like supremacy over other misery.
Oh,
so I'm
fuck.
Like, yeah, no, I like the idea that, like, my misery, and they don't even know they're miserable. That's like I just that they live it in front of the world, and they don't even know they're miserable, and then I just feel better.
You're just so miserable. You don't even know.
Yeah.
You don't even, like, understand.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, but I think there's a difference between, like, currently there's, like, political anger that is happening, but I think there's a difference between that and then, like, do you ever met people who, like just can't get through a day without just being so down about absolutely everything? Like, no matter what little tiny thing happens to them, you're just like, okay, man. Like, it's not, like, relax. Like, it'll be fine.
We all know some people.
You know what I mean? Like, most of us, I think we're the reason why we're in the world that we're in, which is, like, the improv comedy world versus, like, say, the stand-up comedy world, is that we're a little less angry in a way that it's like, the world. Though most of the stand-ups I know are kind of nice. So, but this is Austin. It's a little different. That's why I'm infusing my child with rage. because he's going to grow up in
gonna break that
Austin.
mold.
He's not gonna find any of it out. Like,
Yeah, he'll just like go and he'll be working at like, you know, Kebabalicious, like for like, you know.
everybody's gonna be applauding him.
Yeah,
like,
he's gonna be a cool kid.
Delicious
What is that guy doing?
Yeah, he'll like ride a tandem bike with his best friend, and they'll just wave at everyone they go by and like, that's a good kid. We like that kid. And,
Let's make him mayor. You know, like.
And then he'll become mayor. He and his like goat friend, and then
Wait, what?
Everyone will love him. He'll be the best mayor.
yeah.
He just leaves everyone alone, and then everyone does their job because they're like, we're just doing him a favor,
I
and
wanna
everything
help
gets
him
done.
out.
Everything will get done.
He never has to say, "I'm not a micromanager."
Guys, I can't wait for your son to grow up, Amy. It's gonna be the perfect world we're creating. I'm so happy right now. There will be chocolate falling from the skies.
That would actually be super weird.
Yeah, it might be a sign he's the Antichrist. I don't know that like things.
Is
would
that
be-
in that-
that would be
Satan
a
hates chocolate. Satan loves chocolate.
If
I mean,
anything
you know.
other than rain starts falling from the skies, no matter if it's cotton candy or whatever, I'm going to think an apocalypse of some sort has begun. I'm not going to trust. Nothing can fall from the sky that isn't rain.
So immediately, if cotton candy fell from the sky, you would think Armageddon. You wouldn't think.
I think the
You-
best example of an Armageddon,
But-
best case scenario.
But what about the best case scenario being that, I don't know, whoever makes cotton candy, they got one of those big chutes and then, or a blimp, and then just came over Austin and then just free cotton candy for everyone.
I mean, contextually, if there's parachutes attached to the cotton candy, I'm going to think that maybe there's some sort of like publicity stunt going
No
on. but
parachute.
Just,
Cotton candy doesn't need
just
parachutes,
loose
man.
cotton candy. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. It just-
Only if I lived in a town where there was a sugar factory that had like the potential to go wrong, and then shoot it up into the sky,
Through the
and
chimney
then
stacks.
and then the clouds turned it into cotton candy, and then it came down. That would make sense.
Dude, in Austin, that would be an apocalypse for a lot of like people and parents and stuff. The idea that like sugar was coming out of the sky, that would be an Armageddon. Like people would freak the fuck out.
Like that and peanut butter, and they'd be like, "My children, they're dying."
I love it. Kids aren't allowed more than one like drink. Like when they come in my restaurant, like I love it because in South Carolina I just had to keep them coming, and it's like this one they get like one ginger ale, and that's it. That's
Is that
all
like
it is.
policy of the restaurant, or
No, that's
Oh,
the
it's just the
parents'
par- oh,
policy. And like it'll be like, and that's all you get, Steven. You know, like that kind of thing. It's like,
I'm surprised that children are allowed in your restaurant at all. I wouldn't bring a child there.
Oh, I mean,
Kids eat
on
free.
paper we can't say don't.
Right.
But there is like a. I mean, I like kids. I like kids because it makes everybody else leave. Like in my section, if I have 4 tables and the 4th table is like a table with whiny kids and the other 3 are out of here. You know, so like the last one's
They're
all
like
I
a
gotta
fast
deal with,
turnover.
and then those people gotta go because they got kids. So it's like a good just way to clear out my section and get the hell out. It's like there's the perfect 4th table.
And then everyone that gets sat in your section near the end of the child is like, oh, they're eating dessert. It's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. I'll let that go.
And if you're the kind of person that like can't be near a kid and you want to like move out of my section or something, you weren't gonna pay me well. You're not a good person deep down. There's nothing really purely good about you. So yeah, go the fuck on. I don't care. Get out of here. You like bad guy in a kid's movie. Like get out of here.
Yeah.
You're like the guy that's like trying to
that may be me?
destroy the skating rink.
You know what, though? I didn't, like, love children until the idea that I was going to have one around me.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wasn't, like, super into kids. Oh, he just kicked me. He's like, fuck you.
I can hear you.
Yeah, he's like, excuse me. Sorry, man. But, like,
I'm
during...
right here.
I know. Gee, I'm right here. But during South by, I sold wristbands for the gaming expo. Mm-hmm. And it was, a lot of kids.
Yeah.
And I had a great time with those kids. The adults I could do without, but when the kids came up, when like the 14, 15-year-olds came up and bought their own tickets, and like I'd just be like, okay, sure, all right, look at them. And every time I saw like boys would come up in groups, because it's a gaming convention. No offense, there are lots of girls, but there are a lot of dudes. I would be like. Oh, that could be my boy soon. Look at him with the long hair, or look at him with the pants hanging down, or look at that cute little shirt. Like, I was really into it because I have it coming up.
But in the past, you've always been like, look at that stupid shirt. Look at that dumb kid.
I'd just be like,
I'm more of a like, could your kid like actually behave? We went to breakfast, my parents and I, and the table behind us was one lady and 3 kids who were already being troublesome, and my mom is using a wheelchair currently to move around, and like this kid was outside and just like standing in the doorway as we're trying to go in, and the mom's like, "Oh, Timothy, move! Timothy, please move! Timothy, Timothy, move!" It's like, all right, man. And so we get inside, everything's all right for a bit. Then they come sit behind us, and this kid literally like laying down in the aisle for 30 minutes, and the waitress is like, "Hey, can you move your kid?" And they're just like pleading with this kid, though, to move. So it's that type of stuff that I just cannot stand. But it's mainly like it's mainly the parents. It's like my anger is at the parents, but it's just like
on the
kid's still gonna grow up to be a weirdo.
I totally get that, and that there's a lot of that. Like in the situations where kids come into a fine dining restaurant, there's a lot of that. I am a little more like bothered by like the kids that are really good. Like the kids that are just like, "Yes, sir. I'll just no sugar, sir. I'll just water's fine." Like that. Those kids.
Because you're afraid that like they're being hurt in some way,
or not even hurt, but like emotionally, this was like this is something their
They're
parents
disturbed.
were doing from day one. Like they nipped a lot of shit in the bud. You know what I mean?
hard to know which is worse.
Yeah, no, and like and yeah, because it's always like Billy, give the man your order. Like he's like trying to just be on his tablet. And then he's got this whole memorized thing that I feel like they were coaching him in the car. Or like hanging him outside the window, like, say it again, say it again.
Just say chicken fingers and water. I'll have chicken
God forbid
fingers.
they don't say thank you for something. Like Jesus
boy.
Christ. Yeah, no, like those. See, that's the thing is like I was a shitty kid, so like I can tolerate like wild ass kids a little bit better. I think like because I don't get to say this kid is bad because I was like the worst kid.
See, I'm wondering if my child will be like me or my husband. My husband is a quiet, well, not right now, but like as a child, he was a quiet little like mousy, like shy little kid who would be like, okay, and he was always real sad, like his little sad face. And every photo I've ever seen of him as a child, he looked sad, which I'm like, oh, all right. But with me, I was always like entertaining. Like it'd be like I'd have a top hat and I'd be like, "Hey, everybody, how's it going?
This
What's
is a
happening
funeral,
here?"
Amy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get off the casket.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was doing kick lines and singing songs and doing a whole performance everywhere I was.
I'm imagining your parents turn away for like 10 minutes. No one can find you. The casket's closed. And then your great aunt Cecilia comes to the front, like opens it, and you're in there with grandma, and you're just like, "Hello!" like with the top hat.
Like confetti explodes
Yeah.
and then she opens it. Like,
And then she's just like,
No, I didn't like go inside the casket. I want attention. I'd be up on top. I'd be next to it. I know where the sad line is, where they say, "Oh, let's talk." So I'd stand in the middle of it. How are you? What's going on?
I guess in my brain, I'm just imagining like people are constantly like looking inside the casket, and you're like, I want them to look at me, so you like crawl in there.
I do
and,
love
like,
that they like have to keep opening it and closing it though. This,
Well, she just closes
grandma.
it. There's a handle on the inside in case you get locked in. You can pop your way out.
It glows in the dark too.
That's how they
so
do
you're
it.
fine.
Yeah, it's like
and then
trunks.
You're like, what do you say, Grandma? Thanks for the good wishes.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my god.
By the way, when you guys talk about yourselves as children, I just imagine you but smaller, like you
That's
exactly
exactly.
now, but
I was just
smaller.
gonna say, like,
yeah,
yeah.
like not like because kids have weird proportions.
Yeah, they have
But
giant
it's just
eyeballs.
like it's just you guys scaled down.
No, that's exactly
Yeah,
what I was.
yeah.
I can literally show you photos. I look exactly the same.
I mean,
except for I'm a tiny
Picture
person.
me with a beard, but 4 times. That's what's in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time we talk about you as a child when you were a kung fu fighter,
Yes.
that's what I imagine. I imagine just tiny you with like a kung fu outfit and your beard.
I love the idea. I love the title Kung Fu Fighter. When you were a Kung Fu Fighter, like you're cleaning the streets up, or I don't know, saving a dojo.
Yeah, between the ages of
Twice.
7 and 10, Patrick was like Iron Fist Jr. Yeah.
what I guess
It's
like
from a
it's
song, everybody.
it just kind of makes me sad that like you were growing up and you were a kung fu fighter and then you got older and now you're the villain in a children's movie. What happened in between, Patrick? What happened?
That is a great question. I don't know. I mean, you don't get the thing you want for Christmas a couple of times. That'll do it.
Consecutively.
Yeah,
and
it's just it tears you down.
It's bad for everyone.
Just wanted the Mario watch, you know? Just wanted to play Mario in school.
According to movies, it only needs one bad day to really just turn you into a supervillain.
That's right.
Or,
Well,